Good day, distinguished researchers and practitioners. My name is Casilda Aulia Rahmadina from the Entrepreneurship Department at Bina Nusantara University, Indonesia. It is an honor to present our study titled Entrepreneurship Enablers in Civil Infrastructure, a Systematic Review and Delphi-Validated Synthesis, co-authored with my faculty supervisor, Mr. Agung Purnomo. This presentation is part of the International Conference on Digital Technology-Driven Engineering 2025, ICDTDE2025, under the third International Conference on Optimization-Driven Architectural Design. Thank you for joining this online session. To begin, entrepreneurship in civil infrastructure is a growing interdisciplinary field that intersects firm behavior, institutional design, and place-based innovation. Prior studies highlight that SMEs, startups, and emerging ventures significantly influence how infrastructure markets evolve, particularly in urban systems. However, this domain faces several persistent pressures. Construction SMEs experience occupational health challenges, financially uncertainty, and uneven adoption of digital technologies. These issues often limit their absorptive capacity, their ability to learn, adapt, and innovate. Additionally, gaps in governance and communication make it difficult to firm to translate CSR intentions to measurable impacts. These realities demonstrate why synthesizing existing evidence is crucial for guiding entrepreneurial and managerial decision-making across the infrastructure ecosystem. Although existing studies explore absorptive capacity, digital transformation, entrepreneurship impacts, and spatial dynamics, their insights tend to be fragmented or context-specific. No prior research has systematically mapped entrepreneurship enablers in civil infrastructure across multiple geographies, method, and theoretical foundations. So, to address this gap, we conducted a systematic literature review to consolidate, categorize, and interpret enablers found in empirical and conceptual studies worldwide. Our objective is to offer comprehensive mapping of the state of knowledge and provide conceptual clarity to future research and practice. This study integrates two methodological components. First, we conducted a systematic literature review following the PRISMA 2020 protocol to ensure transparency in identification, screening, and selection of the relevant studies. Second, we complemented the SLR with a Delphi validation process involving experts in entrepreneurship, civil engineering, and infrastructure management. So by combining these approaches, we ensured both methodological rigor and practical relevance is defining entrepreneurship enablers. Our SLR focused on peer-reviewed journal articles indexed in Scopus between 2021 and 2025. We used the title apps key search string combining keywords related to civil infrastructure, such as construction infrastructure, infrastructure project, public infrastructure, and with the entrepreneurship terms such as SMEs, startups, and new venture. We then applied inclusion criteria for topic relevance, publication type, accessibility year range, and English language. So in total, 34 articles met the eligibility criteria and became the basis for our analysis. This step ensured that the resulting enablers are grounded in high quality, recent, and contextually relevant to scholarships. This study addresses two main research questions. The research question 1 is, what are the primary enabling factors that support entrepreneurship in the civil infrastructure industry? And the second one is, what future research direction are identified in the literature? So to answer the research question 1, we applied the Gioia-grounded theory method to identify first-order concepts, second-order theme, and the final aggregate dimensions. And these were later validated through the Delphi process. And for research question 2, we conducted a descriptive synthesis and classified future research into micro, meso, and macro level directions. Here, I present the core findings of our analysis, the enablers of entrepreneurship in civil infrastructure, derived from the first-order concepts, synthesized into second-order themes, and consolidated into 4 aggregate dimensions. These aggregate dimensions from what we call the 4S enabler framework. The first one is strategic structure, with the second-order themes such as risk and financial governance, human resource development. So strategic structure captures how governance mechanisms, financial management practices, and organizational design reduce uncertainty and support entrepreneurial decision-making. For example, effective financial forecasting or competency development within SMEs strengthens their ability to innovate in infrastructure environments. And the second one is social synergy, with the second-order themes such as community-driven engagement and inter-organizational collaboration, which means that social synergy emphasizes the relational and collaborative dimensions of entrepreneurship. Trust building, communication, and cooperation among contractors, subcontractors, public agencies, and communities play a vital role in enabling innovative initiatives. The third one is smart system, with the second-order themes like digital implementation and knowledge management. This smart system refer to technological and information-based enablers such as BIM, IoT, digital twins, predictive analytics, and knowledge sharing platforms. These systems enhance transparency, efficiency, and decision-making capabilities for entrepreneurial firms. And the last one is sustainable solutions, with the second-order themes such as environmental sustainability and resilience enhancement. So these dimensions underscores long-term value creation through environmental responsibility and resilience strategies. It includes circular economy practices, low-carbon initiative, and sustainability-driven business models with civil infrastructure. Together, these 4 dimensions provide a unified, validated structure that explains how entrepreneurship emerges, survives, and scales within civil infrastructure ecosystems. So to complement the enabler framework, we map future research paths at 3 levels. They are micro level, meso level, and macro level. The micro level future work should explore how individual entrepreneurs and small project-based firms configure strategic structures and adopt smart systems such as IoT and BIM to reduce project uncertainty and enhance learning over time. At meso level, research may examine how ecosystems, network, and inter-organizational partnerships reinforce social energy. Public-private partnerships, industry association, and platform orchestrators could play significant roles in scaling entrepreneurial solutions. At macro level, studies can assess how national policies, regulatory framework, and institutional logics shape entrepreneurial opportunities. Sustainability mandates, ESG regulations, and infrastructure investment programs influence how the full 4S configuration operates across regions. These directions collectively show how multi-level forces shape entrepreneurial potential in civil infrastructure. In conclusion, our study offers the first systematic mapping of entrepreneurship enablers in civil infrastructure, integrating insights from 34 global studies with validation from domain experts. The resulting 4S framework, like strategic structure, social synergy, smart systems, and sustainable solutions captures both organizational mechanism and contextual forces that support entrepreneurial activity across infrastructure systems. And this framework strengthens theoretical understanding while providing practical guidance for policymakers, project owners, SMEs, and startups working in infrastructure development. Each enabler brings distinct value. Strategic structure shapes governance and resource allocations, social synergy supports collaboration and trust, smart system improve digital capability and knowledge flow, and sustainable solutions ensure long-term resilience and environmental responsibility. By integrating these dimensions, stakeholders can design more innovative, efficient, and sustainable infrastructure ventures. This study also sets a foundation for future empirical testing and cross-regional comparison. That's all from me. Thank you for your attention. I'll be very pleased to discuss this work further or answer any questions you may have. You may reach me through my email after the sessions. Thank you.